David Barnett. You probably recognise me from the news recently where I won this year's Freelancer of the Year awards in the social media category. But as well as being literally the best social media freelancer of the year, and not simply the one that managed to get more of his mates to vote for him than anybody else, I'm also regularly in the top 10% of my weekly Parkrun. Although, to be honest, my recent form has been a little shoddy. Let's see if we can get back on board this week as we climb on board this 7:55 train to Clapham Junction. Welcome to this week's episode of David Barnett's Great British Parkrun Journeys. Hi, I'm David Barnett, social media freelancer of the year. You can find me on LinkedIn and my rates are very reasonable. We've just travelled 5 stops on the Ginger Line, London Overground, to Shepherd's Bush, and I'm now crossing the concourse to Shepherd's Bush Underground Station, where we'll be joining the Central Line. Hi, I'm David Barnett, talking to you from Northala, where we've just arrived from this Central Line tube train. Hi, I'm David Barnett, talking to you from the fringes of Northala and Greenford Countryside Park. We're currently here and we're trying to get to these 4 unusual mounds. Here, these 4 unusual mounds. Let's see if we can find those 4 unusual mounds. And just look at this magnificent old church, and behind me, just across the motorway, you can see the 4 unusual grassy mounds, the landmark signposting our destination today. So here we are, Northala Fields, a mercifully simple journey, just a short jog from Northala tube station, and behind me you can see the first of the 4 unusual mounds, rather like 2 pairs of enormous grassy breasts, aren't they? Hi, I'm David Barnett, talking to you from atop one of these 4 magnificent unusual mounds, or enormous grassy breasts if you prefer. Behind me you can see the motorway. In that direction you can't see very much. Normally I'm assured a magnificent view of Wembley, and in fact these 4 unusual mounds, or enormous grassy breasts if you prefer, are in fact made from the debris, the rubble from the demolition of the original Wembley Stadium. Down this way you can just see the assembled parkrunners assembling ready to take part in this week's Northala Fields Parkrun. I'm now going to attempt the treacherous descent through this rather slippery slope down the side of this enormous grassy breast. Hi, I'm David Barnett, talking to you from the finish line at Northala Fields Parkrun near Northala in northwest London, under the shadow of these 4 magnificent unusual mounds, or grassy breasts. Well, we've done it really beautifully, a bit of a nature reserve, lots of ponds. It's one enormous lap, but with enough twists and turns to keep it interesting. Quite varied terrain, pretty flat, mostly on tarmac, so a good one for a decent time. There's a small incline as you circumnavigate and caress the edges of the grassy breasts, which you do near the beginning and the end, and towards the climax you slide through the cleavage there, both on your way in, and then you slide back through just as you reach the triumphant climax. But really highly recommended, and so nice because it was a bitterly cold morning and foggy. As you can see now, the sun's coming out. It's really quite an idyllic end to a magnificent parkrun. So I think that about wraps it up from me today. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. But as you can see, still quite a lot of the amateur fun runners finishing quite a long way behind me there. Bye bye.